What is going on, y'all? This is Travis from Chasing Anthems coming at you guys with another reaction video. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. Not necessarily this individual known for his guitar skills or legendary shred and licks and just wild antics on stage. No, this individual went down a different track. Unfortunately, his life was cut short in a aircraft accident, and that is no other than Buddy Holly. I believe he was 22 when he passed away. And I was doing some research, and I honestly, and I'm just gonna admit it, you know, coming from the generation I did, the most common thing I knew about Buddy Holly was the Weezer song Buddy Holly, that was obviously large in the 90s, which is really sad. And so I thought, you know, I need to go back and we need to actually listen to some Buddy Holly. I know the songs per se, I just don't know as much about him. But in doing my research, from my understanding, he opened for Elvis Presley multiple times, and actually Waylon Jennings was his bass player, believe it or not, which that one really shocked me. But for someone who had such a short career and to make such a large impact on music and the evolution of rock and roll is pretty amazing. It makes you think, if he would have lived beyond the age of 22, how far would he have gone in continuing to shape music and take it to the next level. So anyways, super sad, but we can still go back and we can appreciate the music that he created and the things that he was known for and the stuff he left us with. With that being said, if you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hit the bell to be notified of future videos, like, comment, share, do all that kind of good stuff, and then go check out original music in the links description below. Chasing Anthems, that's right. But before we do that, let's check out this video together.
Do it. If you knew Peggy Sue, then you know why I feel blue without Peggy. My Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal, yes, I love you, Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal, yes, I love you, Peggy Sue. Yes, I need you, Peggy Sue. I love you, Peggy Sue. With a love so very true. Oh, Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Well, I love you, gal. I want you, Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal, and I want you, Peggy Sue.
Short and sweet on the Ed Sullivan Show. You know, I let me roll back here so we don't gotta look at these ads here. Just a couple quick observations. How big was Buddy Holly? Because I mean, I want to guess that's a standard American Strat right there, but he makes that guitar look like it's a 3/4 size, or you know, a scaled down version of it. It could have been, but I would think he would play a full size Strat. But he makes that guitar look fairly small relative to his other guitarist in the back, who looks like he's playing a Gibson. So anyways, just a strange observation. I don't know, random observation. The other thing is, it seemed like, you know, music has come in waves as far as, you know, especially pop rock songs. I guess I'm going to call this more in the pop range, because I think this would fall more into that categorization, because it, you know, it's evolving into rock, I would say, but it definitely wasn't blues, and it's definitely not jazz or anything like that. So I would call this more pop style. Anyways, the songs were very short, very repetitive, very concise, right? Not a lot of structure to it. very repeatable, right? So, and I'm kind of curious, I don't know the full length of the song. Was this because, Ed Sullivan Show or, television at the time, it was only allotted so much time per song or performances, or was radio the same way? Because, the Beatles songs, same thing. A lot of the Beatles songs were very short, sub 2 minutes or within that range. Nowadays, songs, radio songs specifically, or commercial songs that we like to speak, are, between the 3:30 range, right? Anything longer than that, now you're pushing it. Obviously, Queen came along, blew that out of the water. Pink Floyd, a lot of these bands who were rebelling and said, screw the industry, the machine. We're going to do things our way. Zeppelin. We're going to create these long, drawn-out songs, whether you like it or not. And because of their cult following and fan base, they could get away with those kind of things. But it seemed like there was eras where it was very short, very concise. Another just kind of observation I've always had about, the shows like the Ed Sullivan Show is you notice that there's no mic in front of him. So I'm assuming there's an overhead mic and he's having to project. So all the instruments are coming way, way down. I'm kind of just curious as far as how all this was actually recorded and to be able to actually get the full band sound. Obviously the drummer's having a tone way back, doesn't even have his snare turned on. So I'd have to compare it to the recorded version to hear kind of levels and stuff like that. I just always found it interesting that live performances back in the day, they almost made it look like there was actually no recording equipment going on. Anyways, random, just stupid little things that come to mind as I watch these older videos that always kind of come to mind is like, why did they do it that way? It doesn't make any sense. But then again, technology and equipment were totally different back then than obviously they are now. But, Buddy Holly, what are you going to say? That he was a very influential writer. I made the comment about Waylon Jennings. I'm not sure if that's him on the bass right there, but from the research I did, he was a part of the band. I think the Crickets was their name at some point in time. Just not quite sure if that is him at that time period. Anyways, real interesting stuff. The guy was a legend for such a short period of time, and who knows what would have happened if he would have lived longer. With that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Any recommendations, any comments? I love when you guys send them my way. I read them as much as I possibly can. And with that being said, I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.